Brought to you by Best Movie Ratings. Best Movie Ratings is a one-stop, easy and elegant movie ratings experience. Stop wasting your time on bad movies and download the world's best movie ratings app from the iTunes App Store now.
Hi everyone, this is Ahmed Al-Karimli and welcome to Be Efficient TV. The mission of this web TV show is to boost the efficiency of your business and life through tips and tricks from leading experts. And today I have with me Princess Fizz. She is a mediapreneur, a network marketer, and she's the host and founder of I Have a Dream show. Welcome to the show, Princess.
Thank you very much, Ahmed, for having me on here.
It's my pleasure. Is that your real name, or you come up with this name?
It's actually an abbreviation. It's a translation and abbreviation of my name. Princess, in Arabic, it's Saida. And when you transfer it over, it's Princess, and Fizz is short for Fizzar, which is my full name. But it kind of worked out okay. It's Princess Fizz. People remember you by it. It's a nice kind of brand now, so I haven't changed it.
What was the inspiration that made you move from the Middle East to the UK? What's the story behind that?
The story is that I came from a very strict family when it comes to women. It's very male-dominated society. And since I was growing up, I felt that women don't have the equal opportunities to grow. You know, they're kind of taught, to be good wives when they grow up. That's their career, to become good wives. I mean, education-wise, my family were great, but when it came to progression, they kind of kept us, in four walls. Just kind of I understand why they do it, because they want to protect their women. But women are great when it comes to business. They're brilliant when it comes to, designing a life and bringing up children. And to have good children, you have to have a good mother that's educated. So it's my voice really I break away from that because I wanted to power women to help generations to come. So it's a big move I made, but I did it to empower people, basically. So
if we put it into timeline, what year was that?
It was 8 years ago. 8 years ago that I left.
For the first time, but your accent is like English accent.
Yes. I was actually taught by English teachers when we were growing up. So we've had a lot of very good education when we're, as we're growing up education-wise. So I've picked up the accent.
That's very good.
And I love British accent as well, so yeah.
Why you started when you moved a web agency? Like, do you have a background in computer and internet?
The thing is, when I came to UK, I started from scratch. I didn't have any experience when it came to working in a job or anything like that. I did try a job. I think I was doing telemarketing, and I lasted like 3 weeks because, I just I'm a very creative person. So taking orders and being in limitations wasn't really suited my personality. So I had a friend that had a web design background, and she kind of taught me the skills about web design development. I did the course with her. And then I just started a web agency where I hired other people and took on projects, small projects, and did that accordingly.
Only one job, or you've done some other jobs?
Oh, no, I only had one job. I never want to go back to a job again. I just didn't like it. It didn't suit my personality whatsoever.
So you started doing like web development or social media or these stuff, and then what happened?
Just designing websites for local businesses. It grew. I mean, I landed projects with Honda and Amazon, and that kind of really shut off my agency. But the thing with that was it was very long hours. I was working 18-hour days, and when you start your own traditional business like that, you're stuck with your admin, you're stuck with employee work. It's not the passion of designing. I wasn't really doing much designing because I was so stuck in the running of the business, So it was good experience to have because now I know what I don't want.
You were outsourcing, or like you have like offline team and?
I had employees in India as well, where I used them, but I also had people in house as well. It was a proper agency. It was like a studio where people came in, and it was employees, and it was working. It went well. It was a very good experience to have.
And then what happened?
The thing is, I'm a mum, so I'm a single mum, and I had a very small daughter. You know, she was only 3 months old. So I felt that she was being passed from one babysitter to another. I was doing it for her, you know, for her future, but it was at the expense of me spending time with her. I was spending more time with her photo than I was with her. So it kind of, the pain of that made me explore other ways of making money. And that's where I looked online. I typed into Google how to make money online. Everyone that does that, you know, whenever they want to look for other ways, they type that kind of sentence out. And I did the exact same.
And
So
what, like the get rich quick scams
Yeah,
came up, or what happened?
Oh, goodness me. That was another kind of can of worms that opened up, because when you type that, you're exposed to so many programs and systems. And, you know, they all promise you that this is going to work and that's going to work, but they don't actually tell you the truth. You know, I've actually done it for 6 years. I've got 6 years experience in online marketing. And I spent thousands on programs and courses. Nothing worked for me, absolutely nothing. And they
And
don't
you
really tell
continued
you.
doing what you're doing, like the web development, while you are studying these programs?
I was. I wrapped it up very quickly. I made a very strong decision to. The thing is, when you've got a plan B, it defers you from plan A. So my plan was to be completely financial free, and be able to spend time with my daughter. So I had to eliminate the option of having an agency. So I wrapped that up very, very quickly, and then started my journey with online marketing as a main focus. So. Yeah.
In the agency, like, what was your strategy to market your business? Like cold calling, or you do, you visit sales calls? You do what you were doing to get the business? Because
yeah.
Still you can do it from home sometimes.
You can. Yes, you can. It's a good business to have. It is a good business, but the thing is, it's not freedom. You know, freedom is where you can do what you want and not be in a place where you don't want to be. You know, I mean, it is still a job. You're still doing a job because you're still having to work with employees. You're still having to get those contracts. The way I did it was through word of mouth. You know, I went to local networking events and I just had my card with me. I said, look, you know, if you want a website done, especially new businesses, you know, when they start, they need a website. So I just kind of gave my card out. And local banks as well, that was a good approach. You know, whenever someone opens up a new bank account, you know, for their business, I made relationships with the bank managers where, you know, they can, if they could give me some business, I would refer people to them as well to open their bank accounts. So, I mean, it's all about relationship building. You can actually build up relationships locally with influential people to help your business grow.
Take us through the filtration of the online courses. Like, what did you study from the beginning? What was the struggle? Because still people struggle with that, and even more now because too much information out there on the internet.
Yeah. I think what the thing is, the system teaches you, if you go into a course that's going to help you, like a push button software, and it's all wrong. It's all lies, guys. You know, you have to be very, very smart about this. They sell you something, but they leave out a whole load of other things that you need to make a business work. You have to treat it like a proper business. You have to learn how to write copy. You need to learn how to capture leads. You need to learn how to communicate with your list. You need to have a good product. You need to have it in a way that is duplicatable, which is very, very important, because people that are new, sometimes they don't want to go through that long learning curve. They don't have that patience. So it has to be a program that is easy to understand and pick up very, very quickly and duplicatable. So these things I found out very, very hard way.
So where you started, like it started into affiliate marketing or something else, and you learned that?
Yes. Yes, I mean, the program just said, look, you know, buy our product. We will, you know, guarantee that you'll earn certain amount of money by selling it. But they don't actually tell you how to sell it. You know, you've got the product there to sell, but where's your skills in capturing leads? Where is your skills of using social media? Where's the skills of paid advertising? You know, how do you know solo ads to run. Where do you buy your solo ads? All these things they don't tell you, and you have to figure out. You have to keep on paying other programs to help you with your initial payment of the course.
Don't you think it has to be like, if somebody wants to, this is what, like, sometimes I reach to this conclusion that you have to go through this pain of different courses and different mentors, good and bad mentors, and in order to learn how to hire people and how to find the right course and how to test this and that. Because I think people on the internet, they need to really struggle to make it. Or do you have a different opinion about that?
I disagree now, because people like myself, for instance, they've gone through the pain. Now I know what not to do. So someone can connect with me and save themselves a lot of time. They still have to go through the learning curve, but the pain of the learning curve is much less, because an advisor can tell you what to avoid, And that's why I think if I went back and did it again, I think I would really, really find a mentor, someone that's actually gone through the pain already, that will save me the 6 years that it took me to learn that whole process. The 6 years can be compressed to 6 months. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of that person's experience.
True, the mentor can save time, but still there are some issues. Like, example, if I know about email marketing, but sometimes it takes me 2-3 years in order to put it within the system, because you are building a team. Yeah. And till you find the right people and put them in the right place, because nobody will give you all the team and all the tools at the same time. Even if they will refer you, you have to go sometimes through the struggle of the process.
You do, yes. I think what helps there is having a plug-in system where it gives you everything that you need under one roof, rather than you going there and there to get all the information, because that's where the information overload comes in. When some people don't even know what to search for. They don't even know what they're looking for, what needs to be done. They don't know what questions to ask even, But if you've got a place where it's like a business in a box, one place for everything, so that place will give you education on social media, they'll give you education on free advertising, paid advertising, what to do, what not to do, how conversions work. This is another thing. When you buy traffic or when you pull people into your list, does it convert? How do you convert it? Things like that. The way that you need to write your emails out, the communication that you need, the language, the headline. How do you get people to open your email? All these things come into action, and these are skills that a person needs to learn. But I think what happens is find somewhere where you can find all this stuff in one place. That will save you time.
So what worked for you in the 6 years?
6 years, I think nothing worked until recently, where I did actually come across a system that has helped. But I'm not going to promote that here. But the reason why that system has helped is because when I introduce a new person in, they don't have to go through that learning curve that I went through. They can find it all in one place. And they get me as a coach as well to work with. So the whole system helps that person duplicate, which is a magic word, duplication. Being able to do online marketing or network marketing without having that whole bunch of experience that you need.
What's the name of the system and how it works? Like how that possible to duplicate? Duplicate the brain of the one before you, or that the exactly. One before you have built a system and then you use the same system? How tell us more about that.
Well, it's called iPass2, and it's built by people that have actually gone through the pain themselves of years of aggravation, and they've felt that the success rate is 97% failure. In online marketing, 97% people fail because of information overload. They don't have the right skill set. So what they've done is they've put it all into one system, everything that you need, all the training. So as soon as someone plugs in, they instantly get trained on what you need to know when it comes to online marketing. So it just kind of helps them stay in one place, which is the most important thing.
So it's again a course, or there is a system plugged in it. It's again a course, and they have to keep updating it because also the information on the internet changes.
Yes, they consistently update it. But the thing is, inside the course, there's also levels of duplication where people can actually buy the products. And as you go through the courses, you have to buy the products for you to be able to sell them. So it just becomes, whoever plugs in knows exactly what they need to do, basically.
So I didn't get it. Like you learn through like some courses or videos, and then like you buy the same products through the system, or they just teach you how to buy it online?
No. It's through the system. It's all in one place. So the products are there as well, and the training. So you don't have to go out.
What's the products? Is like digital products, and they are affiliate, or?
That's right. The products are to teach other people how to do it. So you're teaching people how to do online marketing, but you're also earning while you resell those products.
So it's a network marketing, it's a network marketing.
Yeah, it's education. It's education on internet marketing.
Then how about Empower Network viral blogging system?
It's incorporated in there. So iPass2 works very closely to network Empower Network products. So it's incorporated in. So iPass system gives the training, but it uses Empower Network products to sell that training. Do you see what I mean?
Okay, but like detail it more for me, for the audience, the process.
Yeah, the viral blogging system, basically, when it comes to, a lot of people have figured out that you need a blog online, okay? You need a personality. You need a place where you can share information, because everything is about providing content, okay? Google recognizes good content, and it will place you up the ranks, okay? So having a blog is very important. And also it connects you as a person. You can build your own brand through your blogs. You can share your personal stories. You can share things, other people's stories.
No, but what the system add into that, like to create the blog automatically, but again, you still have to make the content in the traditional way.
You have to make, of course, yeah. No, you have to make the content, but it gives you a place to do it. You don't have to set up the blogging system yourself. You don't have to fiddle with WordPress or anything like that. You don't have to pay someone to set up a blog. It's an instant blog available as soon as you enter the system.
Under your name, or like you will have the domain yours and you own it, or it will be within the community and then they will take it in case you quit because they own the content?
They do own the content, of course. I mean, it's hosted down on their servers, but you can place your own domain name. You can mask your domain name on it, and you can brand it yourself as well. You can take away their branding and put it in your own branding. So it's got nothing to do with Empower Network. You can have it, like I have, Princess Fizz, I Have a Dream Show, is through the blogging content that they have. So I use their blogging system because it helps me not worry about the technical side. People that don't have technical knowledge on how to set up a blog, it can be quite tedious.
But if you quit tomorrow, they can change, they keep the content and they change the name and give it to somebody else, or they cannot?
No. They don't give it to someone else, but yeah, you lose your rights. I mean, obviously, if you're not paying the membership fee to have that blog, then you will.
How much is the membership fee?
It's $25 a month.
A month. All right.
Yeah.
And what else they provide, like other than, let's say, email system, autoresponder, what else they provide?
Yes, the training inside Empower Network and iPass2, what they do is they give you, they teach you, okay, first of all, how to mask your blog. So if you want to put your own domain name, how to brand it yourself, etc. And also how to link up with autoresponder. So if you were using Aweber or GetResponse, you've got, if you want to put like a little capture page on the side, say for instance you've got a blog about dogs, how to groom dogs, you're passionate about dogs, you like sharing pictures about dogs, but on the side, whoever comes to your blog, they have got, they see like a banner on the side where it says, would you like to have a blog yourself and make money with it? And then they can put their information in, and then the email can be captured through GetResponse or Aweber. They teach you how to do all that.
But you have to bring a designer externally to work on the design, or the system will just you pick some things easily?
The blog design is all done by the system. It's point and click, literally. And this is grandma friendly. I'm not selling here. I don't want to sell.
Sell, no problem. Other than the design, what else the system provides? Like, is there a list that you can pitch?
No, you have to build your own list, of course. You know, that's your own personal list. That's the people that connect with you. Okay. So when you are promoting your blog, like through social media, for instance, people will come to your blog and perhaps they'll like something and maybe they want, if you encourage them to have their own blog so they can make money online too, you know, and they opt into your list, that's when you start your communication with them. Give them trainings, you know, give them what you learn in the Empower Network backend and the iPass2 system. They teach you. So you've always got content to share and train people up as well.
Okay, explain to audience what is network marketing and how it works. Like if you brought somebody to your list or you sold him something, sold her something, how much you make money on the way? What is network marketing?
Yes, network marketing is basically relationship building. It's very different to online marketing, okay? With network marketing, what you're doing is you've got a set of products, okay, that you like, maybe you're passionate about, and there is a comp plan that the company offers. So say, for instance, you've got a product that if you resell, you get 50% commission or you get 100% commission. I mean, there's some companies that are giving out 100% commission, right? Because they want to help you build your business. Now, if that person sells, if that person buys from you, they can actually come in as a customer of that product, so they can use the product, or they can have the rights to resell that as well and build it into a business. So there's two things here. But with network marketing, you have to understand that there are skills required to do that. You need communication skills, you need presentation skills, you know, you need to be able to tell people the opportunity, the vision of how you can grow your company like this using their comp plan and their products. So choosing a company, you need to be very, very careful because first of all, you need to know that the company's solid, you know, they've got good ownership and the comp plan is good. It's decent. It will help you. You know, the time that you invest in your business, it has to give you some sort of return. So studying the comp plan, making sure that the numbers add up, that is something that you really, really want to put an effort to is important. And the products have to be very, very good as well.
So in this case of this system, what the name of it? iPad2, what the name of it?
iPass2.
iPass2.
Yeah.
iPass2, like in this case, in the case of this system, you are selling the system. You don't have anything else to sell.
No. It's the actual system you're selling, and the products themselves teach you how to do internet marketing.
But there is only one membership fee price. There is no other products with different
levels. There's different levels. You can come in at the lower level, which is, first of all, to start is $7, you know, to start up. And you can resell that and get 50% commission on that. But the other levels, you've got like the blogging system, that's 100% commission. So if you come in at $25, you can resell that for 100% commission on that. So if I'm in it, I brought you in, Ahmed, I would get 100%, you would get 100% commission. You know, I would get 100% commission for selling it to you. Do you understand? But the comp plan works out like that.
But you get 50% of the $7 you get if you get me in, and then on monthly basis you still get it 50% of the membership fee.
Yes, it's continued on monthly. And that's the beauty, because with network marketing, you have to understand it's duplication that you want, okay? You need to be able to build a team that can resell, okay? And you get a small percentage of that each time they do that. That's the beauty. That's what gives you freedom. That's residual income, you know? That's the art. You don't have to be present all the time for that. You could be sleeping or you could be on holiday and someone's made a commission, you get a little percentage of that.
But some people argue that network marketing systems always benefit the people at the top. And what do you think? What is your response to that?
No, it's very, very different. I've actually got a report. You know, if you go onto my website and you become a member, a free member, I'll send out a report comparison between a pyramid scheme and network marketing. Okay, it's a broken down comparison that I've done. The thing is, in network marketing, based on the compensation plan, someone that you bring in can actually overdo you with their performance. It's all performance based. Okay, so if someone brings in more people than you and sells more products than you, they can actually go up above you. when it comes to ranking, because it's all based on performance.
And then you still earn from him, or no, that's it when he's up above you?
You still make money, but the way that the model works, it might not be in your line. It could be in your upline. So it depends on which placement the person comes in at.
How big is the community inside the system? How many people? All the system?
Yes, in Empower Network is 155,000 or so affiliates. And in iPass2, it recently got launched in September, and there's over 10,000 members already using it.
And what's the difference between both?
Well, they incorporate each other. It's a system to help sell Empower Network products.
But like the big one is the iPass2, and the other one is only about blogging?
Empower Network has got other products as well, but iPass2 is a system that helps sell the Empower Network products. It gives you the training behind it, how to do it.
And after you started this network marketing, did you quit the web agency, or what is your current focus?
Yes, when I started online marketing 6 years ago, as I said, I didn't want a plan B because it always it deteriorates you from plan A. So my main focus was to be able to focus on one thing at a time. That's the thing when I say, when people say I've got a side job, I can't dedicate my time to online marketing. That's the problem, because you're not focused. You need to make very strong decisions. You need to have like a do or die attitude to make something work like that, to pull your full focus in, full willpower, full desire to make it work. And for that, you need to make sacrifices that are very, very scary for some to do.
So how did you survive? Like, you found out about this system before 1 or 2 years, right? And before that, you said, what I understood, that you quit the web agency.
No. I never quit. I just didn't have the same success. The reason I survived is I made few commissions here and there. It wasn't steady. It wasn't something that was, I felt that I had to be present all the time.
In affiliate marketing, or in the
affiliate
same?
Marketing, in affiliate, before Empower Network, affiliate marketing. I mean, I learned how to get products from ClickBank and sell them on, I did that, but it wasn't anything consistent, if you see what I mean. So
Tell us more about that, because so many people get so pumped up with ClickBank, and did you set like a landing page and you have product special, let's say weight loss, and you focused on this niche, or what did you do in terms of, give us some of your experience in terms of affiliate marketing?
Yes, what I did is I found a product that was memory. There's loads of products. I mean, there's one that really sparks my mind is it was about memory, helping people get better memory. And there's another one about relationships, how to cope if you've had a divorce or something like that. So those two, I mean, if you search the internet, there's a demand for stuff like that. People are always searching how to cope with, divorce, or they're always searching about, how to improve their memory. So what you need to do is you need to find a product that gives out good commission. At that time, it was about 40% commission. The other product was about 25%. So it wasn't really great commissions for the amount of work that I had to do. But I figured out that you need to have a capture page for one, right? So if people are searching how to improve your memory, you need to capture those people in Google. And for that, you need to have a good ranked page.
But how to have that with only one landing page, and there is maybe gazillion other people selling the same product with a blog?
Exactly. Without a blog and without a landing page or anything where you can provide content, it's very, very difficult. So what you need to do is do paid traffic then. That's the best way to do it. AdWords, you need to pay a lot of money out to compete with these strong keywords like that. And obviously that's all a numbers game, because then your landing page has to convert. You have to have a good, strong headline. You need to have the right colors. You need to have the right call of action. And even if you do capture leads, people need communication. It takes up to 7 exposures before people buy from you. you need to be giving out education to them. You know, you need to give out so much content that they warm up to you, they get to know you, and then you can sell to them. You know. So I mean,
how did you do that with these products? Like usually you buy the products, study them in details, and then you make like some extra videos about them and to take them through this process or funnel?
That's right. You need to you need to make sure that you give out content through your emails. You know, email marketing is very important. I didn't know this. I mean, I was just playing with numbers, you know, whoever opted in.
Your strategy was mainly the conversion based on how much the ad's costing you and how many you're selling, and then it's a numbers game, which is great. Like, so if you break the code and you have a success with $10 ads, you can just leverage that into $1,000 and you still make the same number sometimes.
That's right. I mean, you can do it, but I mean, the thing is with conversions is still very low. You know, I mean, 20, 30, even like 1% conversion sometimes, you know. If you get 100 people into your list, one person will buy, you know, and for that to improve, there are ways of doing that, but you need to have the right system to do that. So with me, it was just a numbers game. It was a sale here and there. It wasn't anything where I could scale up and measure, you know. So it was a struggle. I mean, it was just very, very hard for me to actually figure out how to actually go around. And then I did domain flipping. That went all right.
Okay, tell us more about that. That's interesting.
Yeah, domain
like through
GoDaddy
GoDaddy, or like through which platform you used to do that?
Yeah, there's a website called sudo.com where you can actually find domains that have actually come up to market, and you know, some are long tail keywords. You know, you get sometimes very good domains that you can actually resell. But that again, you know, you need to be constantly researching and finding people that want to buy stuff like that. And it's all a numbers game as well. You know, when you auction your domain, then, you know, some people buy, some people won't, you know, so it's all down to
so how many like domains you had in your inventory?
I had about 50 domains that I was flipping. Okay. And I made, I think in the course of a year, I probably made about $7,000 out of it. But there's one I bought recently, which is a non.guru, which is quite good. Non.guru. So all those people that, you know, that are non-gurus, if you want a domain name, come to me. But yeah, so non.guru. I mean, as I said,
non.guru means that I'm not a guru, or what?
I'm not a guru. Internet marketing. But that's nothing you can scale up, Emma. That's the thing. It's one-time sales. There's nothing duplicatable there. There's nothing that you can scale up.
Did you feel over the years that the people lose interest more and more into internet marketing scams and products? And even if it's not a scam, like people buy less unless it's really something proven, and only maybe the top gurus are taking more than 90% of the market, and the 10%, like all the other 90% of the people fighting for this 10%.
That's right. I think what it is that there are a lot of people selling the dream but living a nightmare. You know, you have to be very, very careful. I mean, I was a sucker for all of that because I was in pain. You know, I had pain and frustration. And the thing is, they give you the right message at that time. They say, this is going to help you. This is going to help you, you know, solve your problems. And people fall for it. And unfortunately,
there is a way to filter that. There is a place to read reviews, to see the followers of that guy or anybody who's selling a course.
I think programs like this, Emma, do you know, when you're interviewing people that are doing something that's working, people need to like tune in and get that knowledge, you know, find out what's not working and what people have gone through to model them, so that you can start following people like that. You know, this is what the Dream Show is all about. This is what I do. I bring on people that are successful, genuinely successful, and they share their story and they share what to avoid and what not to avoid. You know, so it's just about giving people education. The more people out there giving the right education, I think the word will get out there and keep people safe from scams and things like that.
How did I Have a Dream Show born?
That was
and
actually
why?
That was actually at a live events. You know, when I go to live events and I meet like entrepreneurs from around the world, and I felt that everyone has a dream. You know, everyone has a dream. Even people that are successful, their dreams grow bigger. You know, they never give up, and they go for bigger goals. So I just felt that it would be so good to share people's dreams in a unique way that's never been shared before, like really go into the depth of their stories, their pain and struggles, to inspire others to to either model them or just inspired by their story, you know, that they actually stood by and never gave up, and that's why they've got the results today.
How do you research your guests and contact them? What is your system?
It's basically through relationships. I tend to, as I said, meet people at events. Once you get a very, very good name on your show, I mean, I've actually launched a course. It's called How to Become a Mediapreneur. So have your own TV show like you have, you know, and find out how to. I mean, the main worry would be for people is how do I actually get these people to come onto my show? But the thing is, it's all compounded efforts. You know, I mean, some guests I've actually messaged like 6 months ago, and they were busy then, and then I followed them up. I said, look, this person's been on, you should come on too. You know, so it all becomes apparent, and the more guests you have with good names, it becomes much, much easier.
How often you record an episode?
I started at the beginning, it was 5 days a week I was doing it, but then it slowly moved to 3 times a week, and now it's 1 time a week. So every Mondays I have my show.
Is it live?
It's a live show, yes.
So there is interaction with the people who's listening live,
Absolutely.
They can comment, ask questions?
Yes, absolutely. It's totally interactive. They've got their boxes where they can ask questions live, and they are answered.
And how do you monetize the show? Like, is it mainly to sell the iPass 2, or do you have other products? What is your main focus now?
Well, the thing is, there's lots of avenues where you can monetize from a show like this. And the main thing is through sponsorships. So my angle is that people that are coming to view the shows are already in business, or they're looking to start an online business. So people with marketing products, helpful marketing products like, you know, Facebook software or something that will help a marketer. Because I use a lot of tools, like, you know, I mean, a software like GetResponse, you know, you need that. Or Lead Pages, that's a very good software to build quickly.
So you set yourself as an affiliate for these softwares, and then you put it in, let's say, resources page on your site, and then when the traffic comes, they buy and you make a commission. Exactly. And also contact these companies to sponsor the shows as well, because just before that, one question, like when, let's say, you sold GetResponse, and you are an affiliate for them within the same networking system that you are in.
Yes.
Still, the people who's in your list, if they sell that, like, you still make a commission from that? Like, the GetResponse will be within your system as an affiliate, or it's outside the system?
Oh, it's outside the system. It's nothing. There's no duplication there. It's just one-time affiliate fees, you know, that you can pay. Like, you know, if someone joins GetResponse through me, and they join someone, if they duplicate, I won't get anything from that. There's no compensation plan there. It's
so
just
only the products
time.
of iPass or the system that they're selling, you are within the network. Other than that, you are by your own.
That's where the network marketing company is. That's the network marketing company. Yeah, that can duplicate for you.
Okay, how about the sponsors? How do you contact them, get them, research them to advertise on your show?
Well, you just give them the stats, you know, you just say to them, look, you know, I'm getting this amount of people coming to the shows, you know, this is the amount of traffic I'm getting on my shows, and just show and just say to them, look, you know, it will benefit you if you start off with like a month. How would you try, you know, put your banner on my site for a month and sponsor a show, and see how it goes, and you know, when they start getting leads from your website and people clicking through, then they see that, and then they renew their contract with you.
How
Start
much is the
small.
sponsorship spot on the episode, per episode?
It depends. I mean, it depends per guest, but some guests, I mean, the highest amount of sponsorship I've received is $2,000 for one show. So, I mean, it all depends on how you actually put your marketing forward as well. to
How
them.
many average viewers you have per episode?
Yeah, as I said, it depends on guests. So, the highest amount of viewers I had was 1,100 people coming in live, and then the shows repeated throughout the week. So up to about 7,000, 8,000 views on that, and then it goes into the library. So the beauty of this is, Emma, the thing is, you make a one-time effort, okay? One-time effort always gives you results. It's something that you've made the effort, you've made the content, and then you can actually monetize on it later. You know, you can use that content. You can take sections out of your show and actually promote that, you know, on your capture pages even, and write blog content, you know, have it transcribed, put it into audio. What I've done now is actually put it on YouTube, iTunes. So, you know, I've transferred all the shows that I've done into audio, and now I'm using the iTunes market to bring in more traffic. So there's so many ways that you can actually, and, you know, monetize from it. And also it brands you as well. It builds your brand, which is very, very important.
What are the major things that holding people back from achieving their dreams? From the
Fear.
people that you worked with?
Fear, definitely fear. It's fear, failure, you know, fear of failure, fear of learning, fear of trying something new. It's basically, I think people are conditioned. You know, the moment you're born, you start being conditioned, and people are conditioned to be dependent. You know, dependent on your teachers, dependent on your employers, you know, dependent on how they manage you. But people are very, very scared when it comes to being independent. And being an online marketer or network marketer or starting your own business, you have to break away from that fear and become independent. You have to take ownership of your own success. And I think what happens is that people give up because they just don't like the fact that they can't blame anyone but themselves, you know? So, yeah, I think it's just conquer your fear. I mean, my biggest fear was public speaking. You know, I just didn't like coming in front of the camera. And that is my biggest reward. That's where my monetization has come through. That's where my income has come through. When I broke through that fear, that's where my dreams started coming true, you know? So, yeah.
So how the people can overcome fear, and is fear a bad thing?
It is a bad thing because it limits you, okay? The way you overcome fear is by plugging into people that have had success. I think following their advice, whether it's through books, whether it's from videos, getting yourself a mentor, constantly reaffirming good things to you, you know, always like write down what you want and read it every single day. So when you read something again and again, it begins to subconsciously register and wipe out all that junk that you've been fed with all your life.
Don't you think like fear is one of the best things that you can sometimes learn from?
If you don't conquer it, it can be the worst thing. Fear is something, as I said, it limits you. And you don't want to have that because you don't know, as humans, we are amazing creatures. You know, we've got so much potential. Whatever you want in life, you can achieve, okay? It's just about your mind. You need to clear out your mind and make sure that you are saying the right things. You know, surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people that are better than you. So you're always being challenged. And growing, completely cut off from media. Don't watch TV. Don't listen to negative people because it's like a disease, literally. It's like a disease. And you need to literally stay away from people like that and information like that. If you look at news, what is it? Condensed negativity. And it makes you feel fearful. You know, I mean, there's stories of children being kidnapped. It makes you fear that, oh my God, what if I let my child out? She'll be kidnapped. You know, I mean, it's just all rubbish.
And
It's all
since I
rubbish.
stopped like watching the news for 5 years, maybe
Yeah.
all my life changed. You
It
still watch the
changed,
news?
yeah. I never watch the news. I hate the news. I mean, I'd rather spend my time very, very wisely and listen to an audio, you know, by someone that can actually feed my mind with good stuff.
I always say it's better to make the news and positive news other than be like, you know, watching the news with others.
Exactly, yes.
So what is your advice for the people who just starting now in the online internet marketing world?
I think, guys, if you're starting up, first of all, congratulate yourself for making a decision and being open to things that will help you, okay? Secondly, you need to be very, very patient. I mean, there is information overload at the beginning, but as I said, you can actually find people that will help you make your learning curve shorter. There is a process. Everyone has to go through it because you're breaking down those patterns that you formed in your life. You know, you have to go through struggle. And once, I think it's like a test, isn't it, Ahmed? You know, if you come up against an obstacle and you kind of, you know, get conquered by that obstacle, you're not going to go to the next step. You know, everyone has to go through obstacles to grow. Okay, so make sure that, you know, just see it as it is. If you're having a struggle, just don't put too much energy into that struggle and start getting all emotional about it. You just have to deal with it. Just say, okay, this is a struggle, this is a challenge I face, I'll find a way, not like how to get out of it, you know? How can I? Not, I can't do this. Change your language. How can I do this? Right?
But like you advise the people to start like based on their expertise to do something online, or usually you advise them to be in this network marketing softwares that you are in?
I do it because I feel it's the best way for someone new to learn, and it will help them because it will shorten their learning curve very, very quickly, and it will help them with information overload. Okay, that's the reason I do it. But everyone's open to their own stuff. I mean, you know, there's no kind of, I'm not saying that my system is better than yours. No way, I would never say that. But from my experience, the only reason I suggest this system is because it's helped so many people.
Any other systems or network marketing systems that you can recommend, or only these two?
There's loads of systems. I mean, look at Amway. They did brilliantly. I mean, they're growing. If you're into products like that, go for it. There's other products that, you know, something like Ventures or something, Holiday Ventures, you know, World Ventures. That's very good. I mean, people like traveling. They've got like discounts of holidays that you can actually go to. There's weight loss products that you can have. They've got very good compensation plans. The reason I choose this is because it's based on education. The reason why people fail is because they haven't got the right skill set, you know, to duplicate businesses. So I love education. I've always loved education. And I think having an info product that will teach people how to do internet marketing is the best way for me personally.
You run a book community on your site. How it works?
A book club?
Book club,
I've
yeah.
actually recently launched that. It's not actually complete yet, nearly complete, but it's basically for people to join the book club and discuss it. So, you know, with me personally, whenever I read a book, I've got so many ideas. I just want to tell people about what I'm thinking. So I wanted to build a community of thinkers, very strong people that actually discuss ideas.
And then like you can sell it as an affiliate from Amazon, or what platform you use?
No. It's just a community to help people. It's a service that I've actually
Tell us more
provided.
about your coming book, Dreamcatch.
Dreamcatcher, yes, it's basically sharing stories of people that have come on to my show, so I'm compiling that. And it's also my own journey that I've actually put in there, and philosophy of life, business, spirituality. So it's all like a nice package of the way I think and how I share people's stories as well. So
When
gonna
it's going
help
to be
people.
out?
Oh my God, I'm so bad. I'm actually supposed to launch it already, but it's in the process. So hopefully I've got the date of November for launch.
So you're gonna self-publish it?
Yes, I will be self-publishing.
How much you charge per hour for consultation for the people who wants to have you as a mentor?
If they come through the system and they join my system, then I can be there for them because it's part of the package, having me as a coach. But if it's individual, if you're doing something else, if you're doing internet marketing with other products, and you want to learn the skills, then it's it ranges. It depends on the skill level that they want to learn at. If it's beginner's level, then it's up to $500 per hour. If it's advanced, much more advanced strategies that I've learned from masterminds and things like that, it's a package price. So, for 3 days with me, it's about $5,000.
Tell us more about your other projects. Is there any other plans and projects that you're working on that you would like to share?
Yes, I've got 2 courses coming out. One is how to become a mediapreneur. So have your own web TV show where you can actually, in any industry, any niche, you can actually launch a TV show and brand yourself and get yourself out there. That's to teach how to do that and how to actually monetize the way I've done. And also branding. So helping people with branding. What's the important that is how to brand yourself with a message that when people think of you, they think of something related to you straight away. So I think that's very, very important because it's a very noisy world out there. I mean, internet marketing is a very noisy space and you need to stand out. You need to be doing something very, very differently and unique to everybody.
Share with us some of the strategies that you use to market for your show. Do you buy traffic? Do you base it on the traffic of the guests? How it works?
There's a lot of different ways. I mean, the main ways I use is through article marketing. So I always write an article and publish that.
Where do you publish it? Into different streams or one place? Or
there's different streams. I mean, PR Web is a very good website to publish your articles in. But Squidoo, that's a very good place for traffic. You can put your keywords up there and it'll pick up very, very good. And also social media. I mean, I've got very powerful social media presence.
But you do that yourself, or you have a team who publish this content?
I do it all myself. It's all because the content I write myself, because it's unique to me. It's the way I speak. When I hire someone to do it, it sounds completely different. So I like to keep my personality through my emails and my articles as well. So that's what I class as $1,000 activity per hour. That's my $1,000 activity per hour, writing, very, very important communication, So I do that. And also social media, one thing I've actually got very, very good is people in iPass 2 in my system. I've actually got a place on the website where they can actually put their link in. So anyone I invite as a guest, they can actually get the sale from it. So they can leverage from that show. So that's that gets the message out there. The word of mouth gets out there very, very quickly. And it's very, very powerful. When it works for someone, then they tell 10 other people that's worked.
Share with us some of the best tools that you cannot live with that makes you really efficient in terms of software, tools that you use.
I use, obviously all the social media stuff is really important. I mean, Facebook, Access, Pinterest, Instagram. When it comes to internet marketing, there's lots of tools that I use. I mean, I use, there's something called Market Samurai, which is very good for keywords. If you want to, you can use Google AdWords, analytics as well. You can use their keyword tool. But I find Samurai is really good when it comes to finding good keywords, long tail keywords, etc. So very nice and neat software for that. I also use lead pages for capture pages. There's something new I'm trying. I haven't really told many people about that yet, but lead pages is working beautifully. I think it really helps build up the capture pages very, very quickly. So that's something I use, and also email marketing softwares like GetResponse are very, very good to help you with the email capturing. And surveying, guys, you need to survey your list. That's another thing I like to tell people, Ahmed, is when people are capturing email emails in your list, you need to find out who they are. So you need to find out their situation to help them. So send out surveys, get response. I've got very good software where you can actually send out surveys and get people to answer and capture which email is answering what. So there's a good way of doing that as well. Find out who your audience is so you can give them the right message.
What's your daily life and work routine look like?
I'm very, very relaxed now. I work 1 day a week, like solid work where I'm content providing, which is Mondays. The daytime I've got my show, and in the evening I've got classes, marketing classes. So I bring on experts that are in, email marketers, social media, that can actually teach people in that class. So this 1 day I work with content. The rest of the days is actually monetizing that content. So producing it into a blog, selling snippets of that content throughout social media, attracting people, the daily tips I do every day. And that's about it. I write my own emails, which is very, very important because I like to communicate and build relationships with my email list. So that's it really. I mean, when it comes to teaching people how to do internet marketing or anything like that, the system does that for me. I don't have to struggle.
What's your system for leveraging the content? Like you do the blog post and then from it you do the tips, or like you write the book first and the chapter from the book you post it as a blog, and tell us more.
Yeah, the system gives you the teachings on how to blog properly, what to blog, how to find content to blog, and also how to bring people through social media to your blog post, because there's no point having a blog and no one sees it. So it gives you training on how to actually get people to see your blog as well. And so, yeah.
What are your other hobbies?
Spending time with my daughter. I love doing that. I like traveling. I travel a lot. I like meeting people that are very, very, entrepreneurial minded. I meet people a lot, socializing with them, etc., and eating lots of lovely food.
Your top 3 mentors.
Right, the 3 top mentors that I've chosen in my life. First of all, I think one person that really helped me expand my mind is Gorm Mirza, someone in Canada. And he's very popular. I mean, he's got
in
very
Dubai.
good... in Dubai as well. I went to Dubai, yes, to the mastermind. And the reason he helped, he didn't teach me about internet marketing, when he taught me about mindset, how to think big, 10x your vision, grow your vision so much that your daily actions match that. And I feel without that mentor, I don't think my daily actions would have been
so in details, what Com added to you? He's a good friend of mine, but what did he add to you?
He told me how to think big. He told me how to 10x your thinking, because the figure I had in mind, where I wanted to be in 10 years time is completely different to what he taught me that you should be in 10 years time, and thinking that big and expanding your mind helped me with my daily actions, because now I'm spending time with actions that will help me get to that vision. Before I was like here and there, I was like, okay, this is the amount. I was spending time more on non-income producing activities and income activities that aren't worth $1,000. I only spend time on things that will make me $1,000 now, because for the hour I spend. That's the way I think now. So my production is much more better that way. It's much more defined, if you know what I mean. I know where to spend time and where not to. And where
but like you didn't learn that into the internet marketing through the 6 years that some things worked, something didn't work for you, and why after that meeting, or let's say mastermind, things changed?
I didn't know my value. That's the thing. He told me what my daily value is, my hourly value. And when you understand that, you don't go into things like, small activities that are worth like $10 per hour, you can outsource that. If you need to, say, for instance, find content to talk about, you can actually outsource that to someone that can find that for you. You don't have to spend that time doing that. if you want to find, how to, which links, which people to connect with, or what to write in your emails. If you're not a very good email writer, you can hire someone that can write content for you until you learn it. Do you see what I mean? You don't have to spend that time learning when someone else can do it for you.
Dedication, yeah.
Educate, yeah. So things that are worth like my finances, I did that all myself. Now I hire someone to do my accounts for me because that's a $10 per hour activity. I'm worth $1,000 per hour. Why should I be doing $10,000 per hour activities? So Gorm helped me understand that, my personal value per hour and where my energy and concentration should be going.
Who else?
Another person, I think, internet marketing wise, is internet marketing. I think the best mentor I can follow right now is two people, Chris Jones and Chris Record. I think these two people have really understood. They give out value openly. They don't hide anything. And whenever I have 10-15 minutes of my time to spend and I want to learn something new, I always go to their wall on their Facebook, and there's always something there that is valuable that I can take away. Maybe a piece of training, or maybe something they've added to the system, or something like that I actually feel I've grown in those 15 minutes.
Those are your top 3 mentors. Who's your top 3 people that you're inspired by?
Inspired by? Oh gosh. Well, there's influential leaders in the past. I mean, obviously, I'm very inspired by Prophet Muhammad because of his ways, the philosophy that he's given, the way to treat humans, about humanity, the teachings about that. I feel, and his family. His cousin Ali, he's the big part in my life. I really do read up on their teachings. And there's other people like Socrates and Rumi. So these are the main influential people in my life when it comes to history and very good messages that they've left.
The most important factors for success in 3 words only.
Consistency. No, consistency, having a big vision and belief in yourself. If no one believes you, you have to believe yourself, or surround yourself with people that believe in you, because that is very, very empowering. You need to have that in your life. You need to have people that believe in you so you can believe in yourself that you can actually do this. And be consistent, guys. It's the small efforts that you do every single day that add up, they compound, and they build you they build your character, they build your experience, and they build your skill sets. So, yeah.
Top 3 apps that you use on your phone.
I don't really use my phone much, but I use it for social media. So I think Instagram and Facebook, and Audible. So I'm listening to audio. Oh, Kindle as well. I read books a lot on the go. Wherever I get the opportunity, I read my books. And Audible. When you can download books and listen to them.
Audible changed my life. What are the habits that you are trying to develop to stay efficient?
Habits, I think, keep reminding myself that I need to be doing activities that suit my value per hour. I've got this board on my, is this a $1,000 per hour activity? I have to keep on reminding myself not to get involved in things that.
But don't you think that when you work by from home and you have this freedom, you face another problem, which is the motivation and how to structure your time and how to eliminate the noise from your life?
I think it comes with discipline, Ahmed. You have to learn to. This is one thing that you have to learn, which is very, very important, is discipline. You need to be hard on yourself. And you need to set daily goals. People aren't clear. They don't even know what they're doing in the day, And the time they do get, they're figuring out what to do next. That's not production, You need to plan your day well ahead. So the time that you do get in your business, you're producing. You're not working things out. You're spending time doing actions that you've pre-planned to do. So even the night before, you can say, tomorrow I'm going to spend 1 hour blogging. 1 hour sharing on social media, talking to people, 1 hour email marketing. 3 things that you've done in that day, which is production that will help your business grow. Not those 3 hours working out how to blog or working out who to talk to, how to talk to people, and how to email market. Those 3 things shouldn't be there. That's not producing. That's your learning. You need to do that at a different time. So I think very importantly, really, really understand what your activities are for the day beforehand. Okay, so that's one advice I can give to be efficient.
Top 3 favorite books.
Oh God, I have to say, this is my manual. Okay, I've read this 100 times, and I'll probably read this 10,000 times more. But Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is a manual, guys. Whenever you need motivation, new ideas, or if you want to reinstate your thinking, so all that junk comes out again, read this daily, every 2-3 pages a day. Make sure you read that. There's another book I'm reading. It's I like philosophy and spirituality, so I'll read Rumi. It's a big red book of Rumi. So he's actually given out a lot of lessons when it comes to humanity and spirituality, connecting with yourself. So I'm a big follower of Rumi. And also I read the Quran. So I really am into scripture, holy scripture, because I feel that it's the right they give you the right message when it comes to your life. And it's the divine message that you can follow. All the Bible, Bible, Torah, Quran, I think they're all important to have in your life because they've got very, very good messages for you to follow.
So good. Moving from the Middle East because of a shock of you want your freedom didn't put you apart from the religion. So that the problem is not in the religion, in the people.
It's not religion at all. I mean, religion is beautiful. If people understand the message, all religions teach the same thing, which is love, People use religion to control, and they do it because it's a small group of people that do this. They take out, because they know how to influence people. And a lot of people are very, very warm to holy literature, So they use scriptures, they translate it wrong, and they control people with it. And I feel that it's not the right thing to do. Religion is about love and humanity, and every religion is the same. It leads to the same path. It's just different approach to it, that's all.
What are the things that makes you really happy?
I think my ultimate happiness is being able to just have a good laugh with my daughter, being able to be there for her whenever she needs me. And when someone says to me that, thank you for helping me in my life, it's the biggest. I think when it comes to contribution is where my ultimate happiness lies. When someone says to me, thank you for your help, I'm like, okay. So that's where something, yeah.
Last question, how people can contact you?
You can contact me through my website. If you are an existing marketer or new to marketing, I've got free trainings on my website for both areas. It doesn't matter which product you're promoting. I'm not saying that you join my system, but it's like training for anyone to understand how to do network marketing properly or online marketing properly. So you can go to ihaveadreamshow.com and register as a free member.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this interview, Princess. Really appreciate it.
No, you're most welcome. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone. Be efficient and stay efficient, and see you soon with another leading expert.